The metallic shriek echoes, a harbinger of imminent doom. 5 souls, bound and helpless, lie on the tracks ahead. Their screams are a symphony of terror, cutting through the night. You stand before a single lever, cold and unforgiving. With a single pull, you can divert the roaring steel beast. But your relief is short-lived. On the alternate track, a smaller figure, heartbreakingly familiar, is tied. Their innocent eyes meet yours across the grim expanse. It's your child. The choice is yours, etched in blood and the dying light of a moonless night. Can you condemn your own flesh and blood for the greater good? Or can you live with the ghosts of 5 strangers, knowing you could have saved them but didn't? What is the true cost of love when weighed against the brutal mathematics of survival?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma, a brutal inversion of the classic trolley problem, strips away all pretense of objective morality. It forces us to confront the inherent bias of parental love, a primal instinct against utilitarian logic. Is the value of one life truly equal to 5, especially when that one life is your own legacy, your heart outside your body? The agony here isn't just about choice, but about the very definition of right when confronted with the ultimate personal sacrifice. No matter the decision, the psyche is fractured, forever haunted by the shadow of the path not taken, or the life intentionally ended. Darkness suffocates, a tomb of rock and fear. Days have blurred into an agonizing eternity since the mind collapsed, trapping you and 4 others in its crushing embrace. Water is gone, food a distant memory. The air, thick with despair, whispers a horrifying truth. One must fall for the others to rise. The group, driven to the brink of madness, has chosen you, the one with the steady hand, the clear mind, to make the impossible decision. The survival of humanity itself, in this miniature, brutal world, rests on your shoulders, stained by the creeping hunger. Can you truly be good when starvation claws at your insides, when the screams of your companions echo in your dreams? Is it murder if it's for survival? Can you condemn them all, including yourself, rather than becoming the executioner?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This scenario delves into the very core of human instinct when pushed beyond civility. It questions whether morality can exist where basic survival needs are unmet. The choice isn't just about life and death, but about the erosion of self, the transformation from human to animal. Refusing to choose is a moral stance, yet it condemns all to a slow, agonizing demise. Choosing, however, stains the soul with an indelible mark, forcing an acceptance of humanity's darkest potential. The psychological aftermath, regardless of the choice, is a descent into a hell of one's own making. The clock ticks, a relentless drumbeat towards oblivion. A city sleeps, unaware of the silent, metallic heart ticking beneath its streets. A dirty bomb, set by a fanatic you now have in your custody. He mocks your pleas, his eyes reflecting pure malice. But there's another. His innocent child, a terrified witness to his father's madness, stands before you. A desperate thought, a monstrous whisper, forms in your mind. If you hurt the child, perhaps he'll break. Thousands of lives hang in the balance, a scale tipped by the screams of an innocent. Can the screams of one child justify the silence of thousands? What kind of monster would you become to save a city? Is humanity worth preserving if it means sacrificing your own? Is the greater good truly good when it demands such an unspeakable act?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This is the classic ticking time bomb scenario, twisted into an unimaginable horror. It forces us to confront the absolute limits of utilitarianism and the sacred moral taboo against harming children. Is the intrinsic value of an innocent child's life less than the collective lives of an entire city? The psychological burden of choosing would be an eternal scar, a self-inflicted wound that never truly heals. Choosing B, however, would be to condemn yourself to a lifetime of regret, haunted by the ghosts of the lost. Both paths lead to a profound moral catastrophe, leaving the soul in ruins. In the quiet hum of your laboratory, you hold a vial, shimmering with the promise of eternity. You've done it. A universal cure, not just for disease, but for aging itself. Immortality, the ultimate triumph over death. But as the euphoria fades, a chilling realization dawns. A planet of immortals. Resources dwindling, space vanishing, a slow, agonizing descent into a living hell of eternal scarcity. You hold the key to endless life, but also to endless suffering and the eventual, inevitable collapse of civilization and the very Earth itself. Is immortality worth the price of a dying world? Do you play God and bestow a gift that becomes a curse? Or do you deny humanity its greatest dream, condemning billions to death and decay, all to save the planet? What right do you have to decide humanity's fate?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma stretches the bounds of personal responsibility to a global, existential scale. It pits the individual desire for life against the collective survival of the species and the planet. The choice isn't merely about living or dying, but about the quality of that life and the very definition of what it means to be human. Would eternal life, devoid of growth, change, and the natural cycle of renewal, truly be a blessing? Or would it be a gilded cage, leading to a profound spiritual and societal decay? The weight of this decision could shatter the sanest mind, for you are choosing between two apocalypses, one of the soul, one of the world. The old man's eyes, ancient and knowing, fixate on you. He presents two pills. One, of vibrant crimson, promises absolute truth, the brutal, unvarnished reality of existence, a reality he assures you is often agonizing beyond comprehension. The other, a serene sapphire, offers perpetual, artificial bliss, a life lived in a perfect illusion, free from pain, fear, or doubt. You stand at the precipice of understanding, or the threshold of eternal, manufactured happiness. The veil is about to be lifted or forever drawn, your very perception of reality hanging by this fragile choice. Are you brave enough to stare into the abyss, even if it shatters your soul? Or is true freedom found in blissful ignorance? What is the price of genuine knowledge? Can happiness be real if it's not earned, if it's a lie you choose to believe?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma explores the fundamental human yearning for truth versus the equally powerful desire for happiness and escape from suffering. It echoes philosophical debates on the nature of reality and the value of consciousness itself. Is a life lived in a comforting lie inherently less valuable than a painful truth? The choice reveals our deepest convictions about personal autonomy, the burden of knowledge, and the very definition of a good life. The psychological impact of choosing truth could be overwhelming, leading to profound existential dread. Conversely, choosing bliss could lead to a haunting, subconscious awareness of the lie, a shadow beneath the manufactured joy, forever questioning the choice, even if the illusion holds.